So by the end of 2012, I was finishing a mission, research with the UN Women Program of Equality. And I've just I've written a big report of 120 pages about the image of powerful women in the Arab media. I was finishing a mission of consultant, communication consultant with a very big industrial group in Tunisia, and the mission had lasted like 3 years. And in October 2012, I was just exhausted, finishing those 2 missions, and I have decided not to do anything for at least 6 months. I'm a teacher. I thought I would just be a teacher, teaching 2 days a week and taking rest. And a month later, I founded Coca-Cola. So I didn't, it was really something that happened by chance. I was thinking about trying to do my own pet supplies because I don't have only 1 dog, I have 5 of them. And if you can do the math, having 5 dogs means really spending lots of money on buying them beds, especially if they are ripping them out every time. So I wasn't really into any business thinking. I'm an intellectual, I'm a researcher. This isn't my area. It's nothing I ever imagined doing. And it started actually with a dare on Facebook, because I posted a photo of my dog with a ripped sweater. And I was complaining that what we can find in Tunisia is only Chinese products, very bad quality and very expensive. And a friend of mine who was fed up, but really fed up with all the pictures of the dogs I was posting all day, told me, okay, we are fed up with your dogs, and stop complaining about the sweater. If you don't like it, why don't you manufacture your own? And I said, okay, I will. So I called a cousin of mine, and I went to buy some fabrics, and it was the very first time I went to the souks, and I didn't even know where to buy fabrics. So I bought some jeans, and some friend gave me the address of a manufacturer. I went to a manufacturer, I just drew a model of a bed, and we did it. I just posted the photos on Facebook. I did 4 of them, and they were sold in like half an hour. Okay, so I wasn't the only one looking for local pet supplies. So this is how it started actually. And I started buying fabrics and doing beds and designing them, and it was fun. It was really fun. After a while, I realized I needed a brand, because everyone was like, what is it that you do? Does it have a name? Okay. And this is how I decided it will be named after Coca-Cola, who is my abandoned dog, because I found her by chance, and the brand came by chance, and I thought it will match the story. So this is why my brand is named Coca-Cola. Actually, her name is Chocolat, it's chocolate, and Coca-Cola is her little name, by which we call her. So Coca-Cola was growing very slowly. I was working with 4 manufacturers. It was messy, actually. I'm not a businesswoman, I'm a real intellectual. I don't even know how to calculate the product's cost. I didn't know anything. So I was trying to find a way to make it work, and to find markets, and to advertise for it. And I met this very small manufacturer in a popular neighborhood. At the time I was really desperate, because big manufacturers were just driving me crazy. I started work with her because I needed her for a specific model that they couldn't do in big manufacturers, because it takes too much time to do, which is my bone-shaped bed, which is it's very, very big one. Okay, you will see it. So, I started working with this woman, and progressively I stopped working with big manufacturers. And one day I was sitting there getting my products, and the guy came into her manufacturer and proposed to her an order. He needed 1,000 of bags. And she turned him down. She told him to go to another manufacturer. So I was shocked. How can someone in need, because I knew she was in need, refuse to take such an order? And she told me because she didn't have any machines. She only had 2 of them, and she couldn't afford to pay someone to help her. I was thinking about it at night. It felt so unfair. So I came up the next morning and I had this idea. What if I buy you a machine, and if I pay someone for you, if I pay a worker, it will still be your manufacturer, I am not your partner, but it will help, and maybe it will help me lower the cost of my products. And this is what we did. I bought her a new machine, and we recruited a woman, and she started getting big orders. Well, she's not really, she didn't become that big, but things are really getting better. And this woman led me to meet other women from the same neighborhood. And one of these women was doing wool sweaters, but because of the crisis, no one was buying and ordering any wool sweater. Everyone was buying them, at the friperie, etc. So I met this other woman and another one, and they started doing wool sweaters for dogs, and they gave them an income. It felt good because these are people I would never meet in another context, at the university or at the UN consulting thing or at big industrial groups. I was meeting real people and having and helping them and seeing really the impact. What happened next is that it was all natural for me. It was just something new but natural. I liked it. I was selected to a leadership program in the United States, and I went there. I was selected as a UN researcher on image of women. So I was in the United States for 5 weeks, and I was introducing myself, saying, hi, I'm a university teacher, I'm a communication consultant, I'm a consultant for the UN Women, and I have a small fair trade pet supplies business that is employing only women from low income and from popular neighborhood. And I didn't know I was a social entrepreneur until everyone in the United States was like, oh, so you are the pet supply lady, hi. And everyone was only remembering me, not by my 10-year old research career, not by my very famous report of 120 pages I worked a year on it, not by anything I did then, only by the pet supply thing. And powerful people and important people were asking me to come at their table and to meet me, and they only wanted to hear about the pet supply thing. And this is when I realized I wasn't doing something that's normal. It was something important, and I didn't know it. It is even not on my resume that I have a small business. So I thought, when you are far from home for a very long time, this is the time where you focus on your life and you really wonder what you want to do with your life. I came back and we tried with the woman of the manufacturer to enlarge that. And we are starting to encourage young girls working with us to save money, to buy machines, and to become independent. And maybe I will become their client, because what I like in this relationship, I am not their boss. I am their client, they're independent. And back in 2012, I loved my life. It was perfect. I was earning good money, I was making so much traveling. Now I can't travel because I can't stay away for my business. I don't earn that much money. UN pays better than pet supplies, but I think I found my path, and this path isn't really about a business, or it's about helping people find their own path and become better and go for them, like I did, go just out from your comfort zone. Don't say my life looks good, I want to keep it that way, because you never know what is out of your comfort zone. Maybe your entire life and your real change is just a step toward. So this is my story.